Hello again, I am Mark, and this is Herdsman Foods. Welcome to the channel today. Thank you for joining me. Just to, talk about the elephant in the room, I guess, in this room especially. So many of you have noticed by the comments that this is our new set. Well, it's the old set, actually. We've changed a few things. I've got a couple of things here and a couple of things there. And Mrs. Herdsman put some pictures up here. You can't really see them very well, but this is our new place. I really wanted my own space for this again, and this is what we have come up with, and a little more comfortable here for our videos. So I hope you enjoy the new set here as well. We are going back to McDonald's today, and before I get started, thank you so much for subscribing, clicking that bell, and sharing, and social media, and all that stuff. Remember to follow me on Twitter and also on TikTok, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it now. So, but thank you so much. The channel's growing, it's growing, and it's very exciting, and I can't thank you enough for that, because it's you guys that are doing it. Please, let me know with comments, what you want to see the channel do, where you want us to go, and that kind of thing. I think we've kind of found our niche here with the fast food, but I'm going to still be doing the griddle stuff, and I really enjoy doing that. So we'll be throwing some recipes in and that kind of thing as well. All right, so we're back at McDonald's. Now, a couple things about McDonald's. My last video on McDonald's was the Happy Meal, where I was incredibly unhappy at the Happy Meal. And they didn't have the box, and I'm not even going to get into it. I'll put the link below for you to check out that one. But angry, I was just angry at them for that. Now, they said in a message the other day, they said, we're going to do the McRib. It's going to be re-released, but it's going to be gone forever. McRib, it's gone forever. Let that sink in. The McRib is gone forever, okay? I don't know if that's going to be true or not. McDonald's has done this to us before. They initially said the McRib was going away. Comes back every year. So we'll see. So McRib, there it is. I'm going to show you here what this bad boy looks like. So it looks about the same. It's kind of sloppy as far as putting it together. But as we all know, since the fine years of 1982, when this was first released, this isn't a rib, right? It's, as Mrs. Herdsman says, a frib, a fake rib. It's a frib. It is not too dissimilar from what we had growing up in school lunches. The mystery meat is what we called it back then. And what is it exactly? I'm not sure. I don't know that I want to know. I don't know that I want the answer to that question. It tastes like barbecued pork-ish, normally. Now, I haven't tried it yet today. I may be blown away. It may be the greatest thing I've ever had. I'm going to say don't hold your breath on that, but let's see before we get too far into this. So the bun, this is not starting good. The bun is a little soggy. Let's get a thumbnail here real quick. Hopefully that'll be the thumbnail with the upside down bun, but it's a little soggy up here. But let's get into it. Let's give it a try. So, as I'm letting the hilarity of distinguishing the meat sink in on me here, I do want to say I got the meal, and the fries were not good. They weren't cold. They weren't soggy. They were standard McDonald's fries, but something was off. The taste was not there. Mrs. Herdsman said the same thing about the last time she had McDonald's fries. She said they just don't taste the same. Something has changed. McDonald's, you had one really, really strong point, okay? Well, two. Number one, you've convinced us to like things that aren't what you say they are, okay? And what I mean by that is Big Mac, it's a great sandwich. It's not a burger. It's a great sandwich. It's not a burger, okay? You've convinced us to like things like that. The other thing is your fries. You're the greatest fries in the game. No question. Hands down, they were the greatest. Not anymore. Not anymore. Something's wrong. Something has changed. Anyway, we're not here about that. We're here about the McRib. Now, when I took a bite here, and I don't know if you can see it, but they're making an attempt now to make it look like it's actually a piece of pork. It's not a piece of pork. I would I would stake a year's salary on that. Let's try another bite. It's amazing to me to see so many YouTube videos about the McRib. And if we're being honest, if we're being fair, there's a lot going on flavor-wise here, okay? The pickle, the onion, the barbecue sauce, the barbecue sauce, the pork product, okay? There's a lot going on flavor-wise. I don't dislike this flavor. I really don't. Now, changes you could make. Don't know if McDonald's can make this. Little harder bun. You know, the bun's a little bit soggy, right? Little bit thicker meat, okay? The pickles and the onions, I think they've got those right. You know, they don't grill the onions. Those are just raw onions. And the pickles are crunchy. And that is nice. That is a level of flavor based on texture that really can separate a fair food to a good food. I'm going to go in again on this. Now, I know, and you know, it's not a rib. It's not. It's the McRib, okay? It's a sandwich that we've learned to eat because McDonald's has taught us to eat it, okay? It is okay. I have to say, I am not, the flavor of this, I'm fine with it. I don't mind this at all. And I have to say, they have made taken some strides in making the meat look and feel more like chunks of pork. I am convinced that this is just not what the McNuggets are, you know, the squirted in, you know, McNugget. That's what I think these used to be. I am not convinced that is the case. What I would say these are chunks of pork with some of that other, you know, in there, okay? But then they're pressed and they're cut into a mold. Okay, that's what my guess is to what these are. Because this is not uniform enough to not have chunks of pork in it. Okay? So they're making an attempt. Maybe it's because it's on the farewell tour, the farewell tour. I'm not sure why, but this is a step up from what I've had in the past. So guys, I say go for it. Here's the other thing. This meal for a large fry and large drink was $8.44. Okay? For a McDonald's meal, large, that's not a bad price. It's really not. It is not a bad price. So, you know, value-wise, I think the value is there. Flavor-wise, I think the flavor is there. If you can get over yourself and say, this is not a rib, this is a McRib, okay? And just accept the fact that you like a Big Mac, right? It's not a burger, okay? Quarter pounder, sort of a burger, you know? Filet of fish, not really a fish sandwich. I mean, it's all right, you know. So, guys, I like this. I think you should try this McRib. While it's still there, give it a try. Now, I understand Arby's has come out with a piece of rib that I'm going to have to try, and I will do that shortly. We'll see how it stands up. But, you know, for a McDonald's McRib, I'm all in on this. This is good. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this more than I normally have in the past. So anyway, that is all from me today. Thanks so much for joining me. I love the time that we get to spend together. I really appreciate you guys showing up. And as always, don't be afraid to join the herd.